Oh, good day, everyone. My name is Ayodeji Ajayi, and I'm a data analyst. I just graduated from LEARNTOR, and it's been a wonderful experience. I want to say thank you to LEARNTOR for trying to build capacity amongst the Nigerian youth, and also appreciation to JCI Nigeria for giving us the opportunity to meet with LEARNTOR to come and develop ourselves. And I would like to say a very big thank you to Mr. Ayodeji of Jire Computer Solutions. He has been a wonderful trainer, and he has made everything so smooth and seamless for us to understand. So right about now, I'll be explaining and showing you some things I've done with some couple of data to give a formed report that can form solutions. Thank you. All right. This is the data given to me by an electronics shop. And it comprises a whole lot of things, talk about their sales from a particular year to another year. And seeing this data, the first thing I had to do was to perform something called ETL. But before you go through this application is called Power BI. And over time, when I've tried to pick up on data analysis training, anytime I hear about the software, the Power BI thing, there's this scary thought that comes to my mind, like it's a big thing to do, and I get discouraged. But this time around, I made up my mind to just give it a try. And the training so far has made it so simple for me to get to this level where I'm ready to take on any data analysis job that comes my way. So I performed something called ETL, which is to extract the data to transform it. And transforming involves you making your data so clean so that you can do your reporting in a very good manner, and so that you don't have errors in your reporting. Because the major reason why you're doing an analysis is to give an accurate information to your client, and you have to perfect that by cleaning your data. And if you look through this data, I have so many information here. It has been cleaned, and you can see that it's good enough to go. And when I was given this data, a lot of category, a lot of columns were not there, but I have to create them. And that's part of what we call cleaning and transforming data. And after transforming these, I have to give a report to my client. And one of the things I had to do was to look at some basic things that would help my clients make some firm decisions about their business. So first, I had to show them something called a table that displays the state that they've sold their items and the profit they've made from each state, and the total sales that they've made in each state, so that they can know where to divert their adverts to, or where they need to open more stores, or where they need to do promo and a whole lot of that. So if you look at this table, it's simple enough to know that the profit made in Ebonyi is the highest profit they've made in their sales so far. And the population, the total sales in Ebonyi is still the highest sales. So I would advise them to keep advertising more in Ebonyi and Kwara State and Delta. Those are the top three. And for them to actually do more promo for their consumers. And after then, I thought to myself, which of the product do they need to focus on now? Because you can't just say you're stocking your office, your businesses, and you're not knowing the items that people would love to buy. So I had to do another report that documents the category of goods they have. And if you look at this report, it shows that they sold more of projector and screens. But from this report, you can only see projector and screens, and you don't know the particular item. So there's something we call drill down. So if I drill down on projector and screens, it takes me to the kind of projector that was sold, and how many of that projector that was sold, and how much they made in terms of sales, so that when they are restocking, they know what more to buy. You can see that this Keiko projector is the most sold item, which means they should buy, maybe it's a recent version compared to this 480p, and why this one is 1080p, which means this one has a higher display. So they should buy more of the recent item, projectors and all of that, so people would buy more. So moving back to the top, you can see that the least sold item comes from the computer accessory category. And if you drill down also, you are going to get the items that was sold. They sold a laptop keyboard, they sold a whole lot of things. So it's easier for them to make their formed decision, know the items are already fading out, people are not buying, maybe because they are old or because they are not the recent model. Then I had to do another report that shows which state is the highest performing state. And also we had to go to Wikipedia to confirm the population of each state that we have in Nigeria, so that we can look at the assessment if what the Ebonyi that we claim to be the highest old, are we really penetrating the population of Ebonyi? And for me, looking at this report, it shows that Kano, that has a population of 12 million, which is the highest state in Nigeria, they've made just 83,000 naira sales, which means they need to focus more on this kind of area. If you have a population of 12 million, pardon me, there is a whole lot of sales you can make in that region. And if you look at Kaduna is not doing bad, and a whole lot of them, you can see the population against what they sold. Kwara is doing good because their population is just 3 million, and they are selling as much as, they're making as much as 2.7 million sales. So with this report, it's easier for them to know which market are they supposed to focus on, which area are they supposed to sell more. And this is also the total number of sales in percentage for them to know, okay, who makes the major sales, where are we supposed to. So the whole idea of making this report is for clients to be able to make informed decisions that help their business, so that they can still stay in business for a very long time. You don't just start making adverts in Lagos State, whereas your major sales is coming from Edo or Ebonyi. So with this report, you can able to get that. And another thing that I did was to compare the sales in years, because the report was from 2011 to 2014. In 2011, they were doing so bad, and all of a sudden in 2012, things started to boom. So it was a good one for the company, but there are a lot of things that has been done to form that increase in sales. But all of a sudden in 2013, there is a drop, and that drop has been a steady one from 2013 to 2014. So I had to analyze to say, okay, what has caused the drop from 2012 to 2013, where we're happy that they were doing well in 2012, and all of a sudden in 2013, they were coming down. And if we don't do this, it just shows that if the drop continues like this, they are going to go out of business sooner or later. So from my analysis, I was able to discover that between 2012 and 2013, there is a drop in their store sales. And store sales is actually their highest sales in the preceding year. So all of a sudden there is a drop. So I can easily assume that something happened. Maybe people were not willing to go into the stores again. They were doing more of online. If you look at this, it shows that online was leading with a total sales of 1.1 in 2012, and in 2013 it increased to 1.7. That means people are tending more to online sales than walking into their stores. So I would advise my clients to build more online presence than opening stores all around the country. Another thing is their catalog. The channel in terms of catalog is also increasing. That means they should pump money into their catalog, their online presence, and the last one is their resellers. That means their resellers are doing more in projecting them. That means they should increase maybe the benefit their resellers get, the benefit they get from selling their items. They should increase it maybe to make their resellers do more work, and they should cut down on spending more on their stores, because opening stores will actually gop a whole lot of money and people are not coming to the store. So that's the analysis we've been able to do here. And I would love to actually show more, but due to privacy policy and all of that, with this report, with this data, I won't be able to show more. But what I would say is that with Power BI, anything is achievable. At the tip of your finger, just come up with anything that you think would make a firm decision. You would definitely get it with Power BI. And the name might sound powerful, like Power BI, but I can say to you that using Power BI for me has actually been like a child's play, and it's actually giving a very good result and a very good yield. And my client was actually happy seeing this report at the end of the day. So thank you very much. I would implore you, come join us, come to LEARNTOR, come and learn a whole lot of things, data analytics, Agile, Scrum, a whole lot of things. And thank you to JCI, thank you to LEARNTOR, and thank you to Mr. Ayodeji for doing a wonderful job. Thank you, everyone.